two very interesting things happened this weekend. California Governor Gavin Newsom made a post about January 20th, 2029, and Maryland Governor Wes Moore announced he will not run in 2028. And so this is raising a very interesting question. Are we already seeing an effort to move pieces out of the way and to clear the path for Gavin Newsom to be the Democratic nominee in 2028? It's hard to believe that this is a topic under consideration in September of 2025. I get that. We're not even at the 2026 elections yet. We still have special and off-year elections for 2025 that haven't yet been resolved and will be in November. But let me go through what happened, and then we're going to talk about what the implications are. Gavin Newsom's press office Twitter account tweeted an image from the Trump Rapid Response account, which was promoting Trump's new Rose Garden Club, I guess some kind of dining event in the new, very gaudy Rose Garden at the White House. And what the Gavin Newsom press office did is they added a little sticker over the image saying closing soon with the text 1/20/2029. Of course, January 20th, 2029 is the day that the next president is going to be sworn in. The implication here is that this thing will be shut down when Trump leaves office, and that the person replacing Trump will be a Democrat, and maybe it will be Gavin Newsom. So this is the first sort of major and direct reference from an official Gavin Newsom account to that date. The date that if Gavin Newsom is the nominee and wins, the date that he would become president of the United States. Now, at the same time, Democrats, for once, are blessed with a very deep bench of candidates. One possible candidate that I find super interesting is Maryland Governor Wes Moore. I recently saw Wes Moore speak in person in a relatively small group. He was phenomenal. If I had any criticism of Wes Moore, it's a similar criticism to that of Gavin Newsom, which is that Moore is such a good, natural, and smooth public speaker that he can come off as almost too rehearsed. And sometimes when you seem too rehearsed, it can make you seem less authentic. Wes Moore is that smooth of a speaker that you start saying, is this authentic? But Wes Moore has now said he will not run in 2028.
Before I let you go, you have not announced you're running for re-election. If you do you commit to serve a full term?
Yes, I'll be serving a full term. I'm excited about re-election. I'm excited about what I'm going to be able to do for the people of Maryland.
Do you rule out a run for president, Governor?
Yeah, I'm not running for president.
You rule it out?
Yes, I'm
You
not running for
completely
president.
rule it out?
I'm so excited about what we're doing, that we've gone from 43rd in the country in unemployment to now one of the lowest unemployment rates. We've had amongst the fastest drops in violent crime anywhere in the United States of America. Our population is growing. Maryland is moving. And so I'm really excited about going back in front of the people of my state and asking for another term.
So Moore is out for 2028. Now, I want to kind of give you the ups and downs of this. On the one hand, Wes Moore would be competing for a sort of similar electorate as Gavin Newsom in the Democratic primary. So in that sense, there's some strategy here. Moore might realize if it's Moore versus Newsom, Newsom might have the edge in seniority, in gravitas, in name recognition, whatever. So there's like a micro strategy to this. But I believe there's a broader strategy here as well. And you all know the Democratic Party has been terrible with strategy, but here's a bit of the possibility. Gavin Newsom cannot run for governor again in California. Gretchen Whitmer cannot run for governor again in Michigan. They have to do something new, maybe in elected office, maybe in private industry. On the other hand, Wes Moore can run for re-election. He's very popular in Maryland. Wes Moore is also really young. Wes Moore will be 50 in 2028. He would be 54 in 2032 when the winner of 2028, if they become president, could run for re-election. So imagine that some other Democrat wins in 2028 and at least runs in 2032. Whether they get reelected or not kind of doesn't matter, because if you've got an incumbent Democratic president, they're essentially unopposed in the primary. That puts Wes Moore at 58 years old in 2036. Now, that's 10 and a half years from now. That is a long time to think about anything. the strategy, the tactics. Anything could happen in the next 3 years that completely blows up the idea. But a 58-year-old Wes Moore in 2036, not up against Gavin Newsom, not up against outgoing MAGA, which probably means Donald Trump sort of ordaining J.D. Vance his replacement. That's probably better strategy for Wes Moore as well. So needless to say, Moore is getting out of the way. Many strong possibilities for 2028. We've got to get through the California redistricting proposal. By the way, I'm going to be joining Gavin Newsom for a live stream, hoping to raise money for the redistricting effort in California. This is going to be Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. I hope you'll join me. It'll be everywhere. Everybody's going to be streaming it. We've got to get through the California redistricting vote and other off-year elections in November. Next year, the focus will become the midterms and Democrats taking the House to totally shut down Donald Trump's agenda. And then 2028 will start in earnest. But this is already shaping up to be a very early starting presidential election. So my question to you is, do you have a preference for 2028 already? Bernie has said he's not running. Wes Moore has said he's not running. Newsom and Whitmer have not said anything, but they are term limited as far as governorships go, and their names are regularly thrown around. Kamala Harris has opted not to run for California governor, the idea being she may be leaving the door open to run in 2028. I've already said I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think she can win. I am not endorsing anyone. It's too early. But what I am saying is I don't believe Kamala Harris should run. I want to hear from you. Leave a comment on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe as well, but leave a comment on YouTube telling me who you would like to see in 2028.